Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the SU-130PM. It's the Tier 8 Soviet premium tank destroyer. It's located on the eastbourne of Berlin, and it's under the command of Team Kill Datchworth H3 Bot. We'll call him Dave, shall we? No, we'll call him Team Kill for this game, because he's got one hell of a name. Game on! 13cm main gun capable of doing 520 alpha, 243mm pen, and a very fast shell velocity. It's the Soviet version of the Scorpion G, and was brought out well, more than a few months after the Scorpion first appeared. It's basically a 13cm gun that can devastate the enemy. It's the third largest alpha in the game at Tier 8, and it's a very efficient tank destroyer, but the turret doesn't turn all the way around, which can be a bit of an inconvenience sometimes. He's gone for spotting. Oh my gum! You see how effective it is? You just nuked that EBR Hotchkiss out of existence with one shot. Now there is Arty in this game, so he's got a pair of GW Panthers who could come up against him, and hopefully, oh no, he didn't get unspotted. The Barras did see him and put a round into him for 363. That's a high roll. So bad news to him because he went up too soon. I could have told him that actually, it was still way too soon. The standard reload is 13.04 seconds. He's got 11.28, so he has knocked a fair bit off, and the intuition skill is 8.58. Okay, so he's only got 2/3 of his hit points left now. You also get a limited number of shells. You only get 30 rounds in the SU-130PM, so you have to be careful that you don't waste any, because if you do, you could end up running short just when you need it. That T-25-2 is just under cover. There he is. He's showing the top of his turret, but it's really not enough to take a shot. And now we know where the Barask is. He just exposed a part of his hull, and we know where he's gone. We might have a shock off that M445. There's Barask. He's being hassled. Oh, the Scorpion popped out, but our EBR Hotchkiss was the one who went down. Now, the Sixth Sense didn't go off, and I don't think the Barask, who's actually in the centre, well, one of the trenches, actually saw it, but he just took a big hit from the Arty there, our Arty, which are a GW Panther and an S51. And that's good news, because that guy really does need to lose a few hit points to make it easier on us, and he keeps poking up using the bushes in the centre. You can see how effective those bushes are, because you can creep up on our lines. There, that's it. I don't think he saw that, because of course he was another bush there, and so when he popped up, he probably took a round. Got the concentration skill up, but he wasted a round on a blind try on the chance that he was still there. He didn't get spotted, but that AMX M445, well, oh, and the Barras, or was it the Barras? No, it's a Scorpion popped up for a second. He's got a shot there. Yes, that's a good one. High roll for 559 on the list. Scorpion in distance. I'd be really like to know how many hit points that Barask has, because I think he might be missing a chunk now, quite a lot actually. He's probably down to his last few hit points, and that might be why we're not seeing him at all. Good chance that he's down. Okay, go for it again, and he gets the kill this time, and he didn't get spotted, so I think Barask has run for cover now, because he can't afford to be hit again, because he'd be out the game. Now this vehicle, the SU-130PM, was originally designed from the SU-100PM. It's basically the same model, but obviously that was a 100mm gun, this is the 130mm. Of course, it's a fictional tank destroyer, because Wargaming came up with it, and is he missing? No, he didn't, so he didn't get hit. He's still got 500. Oh, not now! He's just taken a hit, and quite a big one. Now he's a one-shot for us, for sure. So if he does pop up, he's vulnerable. I kind of get the feeling it's the Tiger who took a round out of him. We'll have to wait and see. Of course, the SU-130PM being a tank destroyer, it's kind of the Cinderella of the tank world, in the sense that it doesn't go to the ball. You can't brawl with it as easily as you can with other tank destroyers because of that impossibility of turning the turret all the way around. I've seen players, really good players, use the Scorpion as a medium tank, even though it's got such a long reload, because they can turn their turret all the way around if they need to. But no, not this one, because it just has to turn the body of the tank to get it round. There's the Barask. He's moved out of the trench and he's gone into the back area, and he's fighting against that Tiger, which means they're probably going to have to go through that low ground just to the left of the church. He's reckoning on it coming over the heights first. The Barask is first in line, but actually no, it's the M445. Nice one, and he got the kill, but he did get spotted, which means the Barask knows he's here. So he's changed the direction from which he's firing. But it just goes to show we were right. That's exactly where the enemy was going to come from. And here's the Barask. Oh, he's gone. That was rather too close for my liking, that one. He was making a beeline for our trenches. And he actually got so close that even when we're in sniper view, it's difficult. Oh, and he sniped the Scorpion. Oh, he sniped the sniper there. And that means now the Tiger 1 is clear, but we're down to just 2 tanks. Us and the Tiger. The rest of the enemy have wiped out the rest of our team. So it's 2 against 7. Unbelievable. But at least Tank Kill, or Team Kill rather I should say, who's got a rather unusual name, actually does have 5 kills. So the next one is going to be his Top Gun. And we've got a number of customers turning up, a Grom and a T10. This is a tier 9 game, I believe. Well, that's his Top Gun. He's got the Grom. And he's backing around the corner. The Tiger's standing his ground, although he is up against a T10. Of course, that's a tier 9 heavy. And the enemy Arty is now starting to complain because they know where both of us are. And yes, they kind of want to get us. Well, that's an understatement. And knocking the tree down there actually did give away our position to the enemy Arty, because of course they will be looking at this direction. Any sign of a tree going down or a building being knocked over, pumps one into the side of the T10 and he's out the game. And that was a low roll as well. Well, that's all he had left. Tiger's down to a 1 shot. Oh, and he just got wiped out by the GW Panther. And that leaves us 1 versus 5, which is Kolobanov territory. Oh dear. Well, he's just got the, what's that, the spotting one? The coordination? That is a 252U, I think. Yep. And he's out the game. He just showed the lower part of his turret, which was enough to get the round through. He's waiting for the opportunity. Of course, the turret itself is nicely rounded, but there's a weak spot just underneath it where you can pump the round in. And the Arty fired where we were, not where we are. So he didn't see us back away after that shot, but he did fire with the right intentions. So now we're facing 4, 2 of which are heavy tanks, 2 artillery. The Wizzy 111 Model 1-4, the Tier 9, and the Tiger P. Okay, so of these, the Wizzy 111 Model 1-4 is probably going to be the most difficult because, of course, he's Tier 9. And, yes, he's got a, if I remember correctly, it's a 122, but I'd have to check my notes on that one. Oh, crumbs! Well, we pump around into the Tiger P, but we took around, and that was a 270. I'd say that was a 105. But don't quote me on that. It might be an 88. And he killed him with the second shot. So now it's 1 versus 3. He's already picked up his Radley Walters with the kill on 252U, and here comes another Arty round. Exactly where we were, not where we are. It looks to me like the Arty, from the distance they're firing, when you hear the rumble to when the shell arrives, they must be up the other end of the map. So they're shooting from the distance. They should be changing the angle to make it easier for them to get a hit on target. But of course the problem is they can't see where we are. They don't know that we changed position. But what we do know is somebody's in the cap. Now let's find out. Is that going to be an Arty, or is it going to be a tank, a heavy tank? We don't know how many hit points the heavy tank has. He has only got a 47% win rate, but people with win rates can get lucky sometimes. It's not always a good identity. It's the GW, one of them anyway. He's gone. So that means it's 1 versus 2 now. So one of the enemy Arty is in the northwest corner of the map. We just don't know where this Wizzy 111 Model 14 is. He doesn't have any kills, so he could be an AFK. There's no reason to believe that he is active. In fact, there's a fairly good chance that he is an AFK, given his 47% win rate. He could be one of these players who plays the game and basically just disconnects the moment the game starts, so he relies on everyone else to do all the work for him, and then he picks up the XP at the end and free XPs his way up to the next level without actually gaining any experience. There are a few players like that. But if he is active, then he's going to be a problem. He's being very cautious. He's got 7 rounds of the heat, 4 rounds of the... oh, he's been spotted! Somebody saw him. And it is the Wizzy. And it looks to me like he's guarding the bridge. I hope we haven't got a Horatius at the bridge, but he's full health. He is full health. He's AFK. That's an AFK tank. The gun's down. If the gun's down, the guy's not active at all. He's AFK. And there's the GW. The GW used his key. Now there's a possibility here. He might actually get a... yes, he's definitely inactive. He could actually go and kill the GW, and after he's killed the GW, he can actually kill the Wizzy 111 afterwards. There's the 2-minute warning. Okay, so 10 kills. He's got his Pulse medal. He gets another pen. The GW is coming towards us. Now he could shotgun us, but he's in a bit of a pickle really now, because we can put a big hit into him like that. Oh. That one hit the tracks. Now, is he reloading? Yes, you are, aren't you? And he turns. And good night. I think that guy really wasn't a practiced Arty player. Now, all he needs to do is sit behind this Wizzy and draw holes in him until he's used up all but one of his ammo, and then he can take the kill and win the game. And get a Phaetons as well. But he didn't do that, and that is the end of the game, and that's definitely a Kolobanov and 12 kills. He's happy. He's very happy. Well, I'm sure that Team Kill, and there's the rest of his name, I'm sure he's a very happy bunny, because not only did he win a Kolobanov out of that one, he actually also got his first ace tanker in the SU-130PM. So yes, doubly happy, because you can see the scroll underneath the M. You only get that the first time. Well, he picked up a Reaper badge because he managed to get consecutive kills with consecutive shots. He also got a fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points for his own vehicle. He got his first mark of excellence out of that game, as well as a sharpshooter for getting 10 or more consecutive shots on the enemy, as well as a master gunner for getting 5 armor-penetrating shots in a row, a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, and he got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 9. He got a Paul's medal for killing 10 enemy vehicles. In fact, he got 12 in the end, actually. More than satisfied the requirements. He also got a Pascucci's medal for killing both enemy SPGs, and on top of that, he got the Kolobanov's medal, the one that everyone would like to get, and I've only had the privilege of getting once, which is a pity, but there you go. They come and they go. And yes, he got a Kolobanov for standing alone against 5 enemy tanks and winning, and he also got a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, and a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. His win rate from that one was 22,748 super unicum, or what? That's one of the higher ones. Let's have a look at team score. Well, the highest damage in that game was 7,132 hit points. The nearest player to him had less than half of that, and that was the Object 252U, who got 3,576 hit points. He just exposed a weak spot directly underneath the turret, and the angle at which he was popping up every now and then was just making it weaker for him. The third highest was the Grom, who managed 2,937. When it came to kills, he easily scored that one. He got 12 kills. The next highest was the Grom with 4. The Object 252U got 3, and so did the Barask. The highest scorer on his own team was the CS-53, and there was only 2 players on his own team who actually managed to get kills out of that game. Even the Tiger 1 didn't get a kill, although he did get some hit points. When it came to base XP, yep, he got that one too, so he's got the top in all 3 columns. 2,188. Yes, he absolutely creamed the total, and that's probably one of the highest SU-130PM replays you're going to see for a while. 2,188, that's a high one. The second highest player was the Type 59, who managed 795, and the third highest was actually the Object 252U on the enemy team with 733. So it's a measure of how well that guy did, even though he's on the losing team, to get a high base XP of that level. So well done to him. He fired only 23 rounds. Remember, I said in the battle, the thing only carries 30. So you can't afford to waste ammo on just a blind shot here or there. But he managed to use the ammo very effectively to get that 12 kills. 19 direct hits on the enemy, 18 penetrations, 7,132 hit points of damage, of which 1,010 were up more than 300 meters. 2 hits received, both penetrations, I'm afraid, because it's very thin armor. So that's another reason why you don't want to brawl with the enemy, because the enemy will win every shot, because they'll all go through. 3 enemy vehicles spotted, 13 enemy vehicles damaged and 12 killed, and 215 hit points of damage assistance. And he got 46 defense points when he reset the cap on the GW Panther. In fact, he could have let that guy stay in the cap a little while longer and picked up a Defender medal as well. There's no problem there. He also earned 210,717 credits, but it was a 14-minute battle, so he worked for it on this one. He also got 25 bonds, and he picked up 8,533 experience points. Well, yes, that's a lot. And he did get a reward for mission completion of 500 free XP out of this one. Wow, yes, the SU-130PM done right, as he said, but a first ace tanker? My gum, this guy either is a reroll, or more likely, it's somebody who's only just got it, but is a very good player, and is now trying it out, and actually managed to pull off a miracle on one of his first ace games. Well, it certainly is an impressive score, so well done to Team Kill. Your name is, well, it's a little difficult to pronounce. I'm pretty sure that if you ever get a replay past Mighty Jingles, you'll be known as Dave. But all the same, it's a good game. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.